CeeLo, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Hope you can stay for this conversation we're about to have today. My man, Just Nice from Just Nice Sneaker Convention. Pave, what's going on, brother? Tapping in. I see you. I appreciate that, man. I mean, I could tell y'all who we got coming today. I just told CeeLo. Pave, you probably heard me too. But when you tap in, I'm gonna have him let y'all know who it is, what it is, what's going on. Appreciate that, brother. You know that, man. Crazy day. Turn my crib into a photo studio. Got some ads I'm working on, so I don't know if y'all saw the last pictures I just posted. I just posted some new pics, and I just feel grateful, man, cause I set up my living room with a bunch of our pieces that we've done in the last 2 years, man. And when I saw that, I was like, ooh, yeah. Pave, follow my man CeeLo. CeeLo, that's my man Pave from Connecticut. Got a dope clothing brand, Pave Apparels. Yeah, CeeLo's my peoples, man. CeeLo's a good dude. CeeLo stopped me one time. CeeLo stopped me one time in the hood. I here in Hoboken, and it was a dope conversation, man. And it actually felt really good, man, for somebody to recognize me through the gram. CeeLo, you already know, man. Yo, and I see you moving with them juices, bruh. I might have to get a subscription to that green juice. I just tapped into that green juice stuff yesterday, man, and that's serious. Plus, CeeLo, I see you doing your thing, man. Your workouts, everything coming together. That's what's up, man. That's dope. That's dope. I'm happy for you, brother. And you said you was gonna do it too. That's the other thing. You said you was gonna ladies and gentlemen, my boy, we here, thank you. Yo, so my boy Just Nice just tapped in. Let me get him up in here. I just sent you an invitation. I know you're probably getting situated like I am too, man. I just sat down, turned the joint on. My pedals couture, what's going on? Answering some of these Just, you get that? There it is. Bro, what's going
Yo,
on, bro? First and foremost, brother, how you guys doing over there? You guys good?
we good, bro. I can't complain, man. We are doing great. Blessed. That's all I can say, man.
That's what's up. Curls and kicks up in here too. Blessings to you. I know that's your Wiz right there, man.
Yes, sir.
Blessings to him, man. Yeah, I know you getting situated. Me too,
Yeah,
man.
man. My
I,
fault. I'm trying to.
no. I just sat down. I had a photo shoot in my crib. My wife and I was doing a photo shoot, and I'm like, I know just in the same place I'm at.
Yo, it was just. It's a lot going on, man. But I'm here, bro. I am here.
Absolutely. Let me know when you're ready, baby.
I just wanted to get the light right, get the lighting right.
Word.
All right. I'm here, bro.
All right, so let's do this. First and foremost, let everybody know who you are, what you do, and where you at, baby.
My name is Just Nice of the Just Nice Sneaker Convention. We've been established since 2015. And it's just been nothing but blessings, man. And when you're doing the type of thing that we doing when it comes to, reselling sneakers, clothing lines, conventions, it's all about the culture and the love. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you're real and you're not, just about money, everything's gonna fall into place as it should. You know what I mean?
100%, 100%. I believe that immensely, man. Just to give a little background, everybody, one of the avenues that we're using to, I know a couple of people gonna be like, oh, I know I can do that. So we were looking to tap into the sneaker convention route to promote our stuff. Reached out to my homeboy right here, just first time, and it's crazy because you know how when you meet somebody, the vibe is just. I'm gonna use the Jay-Z because since you rocking the Rock Nation hat on, it's just different. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
sir.
you got like that that 80-20 rule, I believe in too. Like you got 80% people that you meet up with and they're like, all right, yeah, y'all cool. But then you got 20% of people that you do 80% of your business with.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I met you from the door, I was like, yo, this is a good situation. Plus, our situation is similar as far as our spouses work with us, so our business is family oriented from the door, and that's a
Absolutely.
beautiful thing, man.
And the thing with me is I'm a good vibe catcher, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get over on me. Like it's been done in the past, and my my alert is so high. It's like I catch vibes very quick from people and tell if they're authentic or if they're just about one thing, and that's them. You know what I'm saying? And you definitely when we had initially spoke before the last Wildwood event, when we spoke and you guys you said you were going to be a part, but that you might have was going to be a part of that one, but you were definitely going to make the next one. And then I just felt the vibe. I already knew what it was, man.
Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Let me I mean, everybody knows what's going on. You know what? Let me introduce myself to some of the people that just popped in because I see that there's some of your followers. So everybody know who Just is. Peace, everybody. My name is DeeLorri Apparel. DeeLorri Apparel is something that my wife and I put together. We call it a streetwear lifestyle brand. What does that mean? We kick heads. I like hats. I like tees. But we like to stay fresh. What we do different from other street brands is it's not just about clothes. Every design we put on anything has a story. So every design is kind of related to our life. And on top of that, everything that we sell is sustainable, or we try to stay as sustainable as possible, meaning we only, the companies that we work with, that we partner with, we go into the research into them to see if to make sure that they're fair wages, make sure they're not sweatshops, make sure like everything is good for the environment and the world, because that's something a lot of people from where we come from aren't really onto. Everybody's just everybody's in the rat race to get ahead, opposed to realizing what are you gonna do when you get there. So everything that we do as a brand has to do with that. We give back to the homeless shelter. We give back to the inner city youth. We give back to mental health, LGBTQ community. We give back to a lot of reading organizations because me personally, I'm from the Bronx. So when I'm in the city, they get it. And I'm telling them, I'm like, look, man, we could do everything we want with this trapping and do all of that, but then what? Like, do you really want to be doing 25 to life, or do you want to see? So I try to tell kids in the hood, listen, it's okay to be a scientist. It's okay to have aspirations to be a president. You know, it's okay to do things that you don't see every day in the hood, you know, because you're from the hood. We're supposed to be up and out soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't supposed to be here. So basically, that's what DeeLorri Apparel represents. It represents a lot of community, a lot of growth. And so when people see what we're doing, we always tell them, yo, it's not just t-shirts and hoodies, man. It's way beyond that. A lot of philanthropy, a lot of giving back. So since everybody knows who we are and what we're doing, let me ask you something, man. And it's funny because this has been on my mind a couple of weeks now. Yo, what was the first kick that started everything for you?
Taxi 12. Taxi 12.
Okay.
When I was a kid, you know, growing up poor, you know, we was making it. Don't get it twisted. Let me, you know, make it sound like we just didn't have nothing, but it was close to nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, I wasn't able to get Jordans. I think Mom Dukes. I remember the first time I ever got a pair of Jordans was the Retro 17s, but the Taxi 12s are special to me because I remember when Jordan did that commercial, right? And it was at a time when I was a kid, and it was like I wanted those sneakers so bad. And to me, Michael Jordan he wasn't just a person playing basketball. He was like how these kids look up to Wolverine or Superman. He was a superhero to me when I was a kid. So when I seen that commercial was so crazy, you know what I'm saying? The slow music in the background, and spinning through the middle, and it's people working out in the gym in slow motion, looking at the commercial on TV, and there's waiters going past serving food, and Michael Jordan's floating through the air. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is something that it'll never leave my mind. And I don't remember no Michael Jordan commercial like I remember that Taxi 12 commercial. And I knew I couldn't get them. I knew it. Yeah. So my Uncle Dwight wore the same size as me at that time. I remember like it was yesterday. It was a size 11 and a half, right? Mm-hmm. I think I was in 7th grade. I think I was in like 7th grade. So 7th or 8th, something like that. So boom, my uncle, always see him wearing them. He used to play ball. He was good at ball head like Jordan, dark skin. And he always used to play ball in these Taxi 12s. And I'm like, Unc, please, as soon as you get done with them sneakers, please let me have them. Please let me have them. He was like, just by the time I get them to you, they're going to be good. I said, listen, I don't care what they are. I don't care. Mm-hmm. So I had one pair of black Nikes. I forget what they were, but they were just some, $15 whatever Nikes. And the front of the sole started talking. It was talking on them, like, and my mom was like, all right, so we're gonna have to make it to this day, and then boom, we're gonna go get you these sneakers. We'll get you some sneakers. My uncle came past my aunt's where we was at and said, hey, Josh, whenever you're ready, you can come down and get those sneakers. I said, what? Listen to me. I took the black sneakers that was talking off, threw them joints, throw them somewhere, hopped on my bike, had just socks on, going down to my uncle's crib, and he gave me them shoes, and I'm telling you, they was beat up, and I wore them Taxi 12s into the ground. That shoe started my love.
Bruh, that's a dope story, bro.
Yo, it's real.
You know what's funny? A lot of people ask me, because what I do when we're advertising or promoting or whatever we're doing with our brand, for me, a story is very intricate in what we're doing. Mm-hmm. So somebody asked me, why is the story so important? My answer to that was, I'm a little older than you, so I remember the original 1s and 2s and all of that. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo, so the person I was talking to was a J head too. So I was like, yo, you don't buy, he's around my age. So I'm like, yo, you don't buy J's because they're J's. You don't buy J's because everybody buys them. You buy J's because they told the proper story in their commercials. Mm-hmm. I was like, yo, like you said, to a lot of people, a lot of these young kids, Michael Jordan is just a name or a legend. I'm like, yo, everything the dude did was overcoming. Like high school, he got cut. Yep. Everybody, first of all, let's go back. He wasn't the best athlete in his family.
Nah, he wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I tell people that I'm like, yo, you keep looking at the accolades, and I keep looking at the growth of the man, because God, thank you. I'm grateful that I saw it. So I'm like, yo, that made, like, like the 12s, they made an impact on you. His growth made an impact on me in marketing and everything I do. I'm like, yo, I don't know what quit is. Like, for what? Like, if you're gonna start something, why are you gonna quit? That don't make no sense. So, yo, that story, bro, and it's funny how you said, the taxis were that had a story, and that your story tied into a story. Mm-hmm. That's beautiful, bro. That's dope. So, I got another question, but that one we're gonna slowly grow into that one. You do conventions. I went to that convention. That convention was dope for me for 2 reasons. One, it was like 3 days past my birthday, so I got a chance to be in Wildwood for my birthday weekend. That was dope. Yeah. The other thing I noticed,
we can make that happen for you, man.
I appreciate that, bro. The other thing
you like to do on your birthday,
Exactly. And it's everything that I'm involved with too. You know what I'm saying? So it was dope. Yo, the whole vibe of your convention, I've been to a few different conventions. I go to anime with my daughter on the regular, but the vibe of your convention was real dope because you could sense the respect everybody had for what was going on. Mm-hmm. which directly translates into the respect they have for you.
Mm-hmm.
And just going around, I was just walking around handing out my business cards that day, and it was actually, it's funny because there's like 3 or 4 people since we started doing this conversation like, yo, I remember meeting you at the Just Nice convention down in Wildwood. I didn't even know you was up top in Jersey and all of that. And so you laid back, you calm, you chill. I'm like, yo, he don't even make it seem like this is an exhausting experience to put together.
Yo, you know what it is? I feel like while it's happening,
Mm-hmm.
I take in everything, and it doesn't feel like I'm running the event. I feel so at certain points it feels like I'm the one who bought a ticket, and I'm looking at everything from outside the box. So don't get it twisted. At the end of the day, when everything is done, oh, what? There's no going nowhere. We eat and we sleep till the next day. Like it's crazy because we are the first ones in the building in the morning, and we have to be the last ones to leave. So it's a long day, but it's just I don't know if it's because I got so used to it, but it's like half of my vendors are day one vendors that I've seen these kids grow, bro. Like I've seen kids come in and get tables 5 years ago that was 15, which people don't think from 15 to 19 to 20. Like that's a huge from somebody being a freshman to graduating high school. Yeah. And I've been seeing these kids, like I feel like they're like my nieces and nephews. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen these kids grow, and it's just it's fun. It's fun. Like you'll never catch me at an event super stressed out. If something does happen that stresses me out, I get over it. Like last year in Wawa, we had an issue where because I always stress, like if you don't have faith in a product that you're getting from someone, come up to me, ask questions. Don't ever just take something right away. Just don't do it if you don't feel right about it. So some kid had traded a Supreme box logo for a pair of DB Dunks, right?
Okay.
So after the fact, the kid came to me. He was upset. Young kid. He had to be probably 11, 12 years old. The other kid was probably 15 or 16.
Yeah.
So, the other kid is saying, well, it's he traded. We talked about it. We looked at prices and everything. But the other kid, and I'm trying to explain to him, like, once you make a trade, you have to honor that trade. You can't think about it, go walk around and say, oh, I don't want this now. That's not how it works. Yeah. So I said, and then he was just real upset about it. So what I did, I said, look, listen, it's over with. I feel bad. So what I did was I took $100 out of my pocket, gave it to the kid. I said, does this make you feel better? He was so happy. Yes. Okay. Everything's all right. But see, like, don't get it twisted. I'm not going to treat every scenario like that, but it's just the point. Like at my events, I'm upset if I see one person not having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Which it shouldn't be like that because you can't please everyone, but I try my hardest to try and please everyone, man.
Yeah, it shows how much pride you take because your convention is your product. Yeah. So it shows how much pride you take in your product. You know what I'm saying? And so what you just said, you got some people like, oh, so maybe I know how to. No, that's not what he's saying. But just ain't saying he just gave it to him because he's gonna do that for everybody. It's an 11-year-old kid who's just getting into the game, trying to understand the game, and it was something to put him at ease. It wasn't the dollar amount. It was the gesture. It was the understanding and the listening. You know what I mean? And that goes a long way with a lot of people. Like that kid might come back at 15 and be like, yo, whatever you got, I'm in.
You know what I'm saying? That kid, we may have this, God willing, we had this event for the next 10 years, and that kid may come back every single year just because of I made that situation okay. Now, that's one thing. He will never forget that I made that situation okay for him. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, that's just the type of person I am, man. I don't want to see anyone upset at any of my events, man.
That's dope, man. That's the same. Like right now, I'm going through something real, with this COVID, with the brand we got. It's tough. Nobody has extra money to spend. Understandable. My suppliers are behind 3 and 4 weeks on inventory. So when somebody orders, it's taking me that time. So I'm like, I explain everything to everybody from the door. When I see a purchase come in, I stop it. listen, this is the situation. Oh no, I'm cool with it. All right, cool. But it's still in my head.
Yeah.
I'm still sitting there like, yo, we need to fulfill this. And my wife, she'd be like, look, but you explained to them. I was like, yeah, but you know what? I still feel like it's not right. Even though it's out of our hands and it's out of everybody's hands, because everybody's going through this who got an apparel business.
Absolutely.
It's like, so I agree with you 100%. And one of the forefronts that we have is customer service. Like, it's, if you don't treat your customers correct, man, you won't have a business.
Bro, customer service is literally better than someone buying the product. Like, customer service is number one, like, regardless of anything. So I've had a clothing line for, quite some time. I just kind of like, I've been bullshitting. Let me stop. I'm not even going to play around with it. My clothing line is called Blessed Souls, right? Okay. We had a t-shirt, dope t-shirt idea, and, made a few sales on it. And then what ended up happening, the material on the shirts started messing up. Now I'm a middleman to a friend of mine's business. So I'm like, it upset me. So I was like, man, I kind of fell back like, man, you know what? I can't even, like, I'm selling people shirts and then they're saying like something's wrong. And then it's like, damn. So recently, see, people would say that I'm dumb for starting this new t-shirt now, which I just started with not even through anyone no more. It's directly me. I'm getting the materials, I'm pressing, I'm manufacturing, I'm shipping myself. So I have so much faith in this t-shirt off the line that I just think it's people would say it's dumb that I'm doing it through this time with COVID and stuff like that, but I think it's going to be a successful t-shirt. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes.
It's funny, like, you know what? I'm a student, man. Every day I'm learning something new. So a lot of people, I'm grateful that a lot of people come to me for advice. They see me as a mentor or whatever. I see myself as a regular person who, if I know something, I'll pass it on. You know what I'm saying? One time I saw you with something, I was like, yo, here's some information. Whatever you need, holler at me. But it's funny how people say that, like, okay, what I've studied and when I did music, I did the same thing. I would sit with executives and explain to them the history of music and products, and they'd be like, oh, I didn't even know that shit. It's funny because WhatsApp came out of a recession. You know what I'm saying? So shit, the Hunnits, the brand of Hunnits, they were flying, and when they hit a recession, they went to zero. When they came out of recession, they quadrupled what they were doing. A lot of people don't realize that, yes, a recession is hard on a business, but if you can maintain through the recession, when you come out of it, because one, and it's natural that people, they were so stressed out that now that they want to feel normal again. And whatever businesses are existing in that period, that's when you quadruple and double. Now, what people do wrong is, oh shit, my business just went 10x. Let me go cop me a Benz. Opposed to my business went 10x. Let me invest 3x of that.
Let me reinvest. Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like, yo, you could right as soon as everybody gets normal to get, yo, your teeth gonna blow up. It's gonna blow. It's gonna do better than what you thought. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear people tell me that,
I'm definitely gonna keep pushing, and I bought hella prints, hella shirts, so I'm gonna push it regardless. And then I got the event to push it too. So, I'm gonna send it out to the big wigs. You know how that go. So
yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. So let me okay, we got that one. What does your day-to-day operations look like, if you don't mind?
Day-to-day operations? Yeah. Well, I'm always on the gram looking for, new vendors. I'm always scouting every day to try to find, bundles of kicks to resell.
Yeah.
I mean, our day-to-day is just, and then my wife does so much, you know what I'm saying, with, finding stuff to help promote the business and just trying to maintain active, you know what I'm saying, especially when it comes to online. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just trying to keep things going,
That's what's up. Because you got a lot of people who start businesses and they're really sitting back, like waiting for things to happen, opposed to you guys who are making things happen. So it's so intricate for a business to do that, opposed to waiting is never the solution. I tell everybody that whatever
Mm-hmm.
you're waiting for, it's not gonna happen. That's one of the T-shirts we're about to drop. It's gonna be a real small centerpiece. It says hope is an action. So a lot of people like, the hell does that mean? I'm like, yo, if you sit on your couch and just hope things happen, like that's not how it works. You know
No.
what I'm saying? Like, you have to be active in it. You praying. You if you're sitting there praying for something to happen, God's not gonna be like, yo, by the way, I'm putting it on your lap. He might be like, I'm putting it down
Mm-hmm.
the block. You gotta go get it.
And this is what people don't really understand either when it comes to the Just Nice Sneaker Convention. There is no group behind Just Nice Sneaker Convention. Like, it's literally me and my wife, and
It
we do
is.
everything. We drive to these stores, get these flyers out, promote, talk to these owners. We're everywhere, literally up and down the expressway and parkway, trying to get to any little spot we can. Drive 2.5 hours North Jersey, hit every single resale store in the area, along with regular stores, flyers. That's what we do. I mean, that's what we do, man. Like, it's not, your business ain't gonna get out there just sitting around and hoping. It's not ever. You never know who's going to pick that flyer up. You never know who's going to see that post that you promote, spending your money to do it. You never know
Yeah,
who's going to see that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the things that you got to constantly do. Some people,
absolutely.
I'm sure some people say, oh, it's a waste of money. Why do you promote? You know why? Because even if it reaches one person that has never seen Just Nice Sneaker Convention, that feels good to me. Like, the fact that you can go to Google right now and type in Just Nice Sneaker Convention, and we're like the top 3 that pops up like
Mm-hmm.
that without even saying Just Nice, just put Sneaker Convention and Google it, and we're next to Sneaker Time. Like, that feels amazing. We're, to me, we're not on that, nowhere near that level yet, but just the fact that us promoting that much has created that gateway in Google to
Mm-hmm.
see our name. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that's so amazing. And then with that,
Absolutely.
you can, like they say, if you build it, they will come. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, congratulations on that, brother. Because me personally, I understand the SEO and all of that. So you saying you top 3, I'm already envisioning all the 18 months of work. You know what I'm saying? People think, oh yeah, I'm gonna open up the website and boom, boom, and it's like, then nah. Like even if you got the most spectacular website and the best SEO and the best marketing ever, it's still gonna take 9 to 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
yeah, for you to get up there, that's what's up, brother. I salute y'all on that, man.
And I
And
couldn't, like, the
mhm.
fact that it's only been, so 2020 will be 5 years. You know, it's just coming from somebody who didn't finish high school. Like, my most of my family, I can't name somebody who has uh, a super successful business. Not saying, because some of my family do have businesses, but I mean, like, I don't know where I got the hustle from, bro. I really don't know where I got it from, but
Mhm.
God has definitely blessed us with that. And like our last event we just did in January, we did it at the 76ers field house. 76ers G League team reached out to us. So that was an amazing event. And with that event, somebody reached out to us from the Redskins. So that was like, I couldn't believe it, because for one, when they contact you, usually when you get a contact from someone who wants to discuss things, they email you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I got a random text message from a number. Hey, this is Chris Carter from the Redskins. Is this Just Nice? And I'm like, come on, man. Somebody playing games with me. Somebody's playing games. So I went along with it. I'm like, yeah, this is Just Nice. Yeah, this is Chris Carter. Uh, with this, I forget what his label is. Sorry, Chris, if you're watching, bro. But he's a good. And he was young. When I seen his picture, he's young. He's young, like early 20s. So I'm like, hold up, man. So then I seen one of his pictures with the Redskin helmet. I'm like, oh, okay. So, boom, we start communicating. Like, and the fact that he was like, yo, yeah, we want you to have an event here. If you could come up to FedEx Field, we would love to, discuss it more. This and that. So I'm like, yo, oh, this shit is real. So we took time out, went to a meeting up there, and it was just I could just look at bro, like literally, and I did the whole vlog, put it on my YouTube, and I come from nothing, bro. I come from nothing. I never had a bronze spoon. You understand what I'm saying? So it was like it made me so bang. We get to FedEx Field. I'm thinking we're just gonna go in. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna discuss things, whatever. So he's like, boom. We walk in. We go straight to the stadium. I'm like, oh, so damn, what we about to do? We go to the stadium. So I want to walk out to where the fan seats is and stuff like that. He's like, no, don't worry about it. He's like, come on, don't worry about it. And I'm like, all right. So boom, I'm like, I wanted to get video over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, just come on, follow me. Boom, we walking through. We walk past like the owners' little cars with the Redskins logo, those little, you know what I'm saying? That they ride the field and stuff. So I'm like, damn. We go to the press conference room where they had the press conference, walk through the hallway with all the murals. Then we go to the locker room. Then we went to on-field access. We went on the field. And at that moment, bro, I was just sitting like, yo, this is so crazy. Like, I come from nothing. Teachers told me I wasn't going to be nothing. Like, to my face, teachers told me, Miss Marconi, you're not going to be nothing, Justin. They told me that, bro.
Yeah.
So to see it is like literally crazy. So I didn't it didn't really process. So boom, after everything was over, me and my wife happy, boom, it was a success. I go with all the footage, I go edit the footage, right?
Yeah.
Boom, edit the footage. I can't wait. After I edit, I put it up and I want to put it on the big screen on YouTube. I'm about to watch it, bro. No lie. When the video camera came out and showed the field, started crying, bro. I'm not even
mad at you.
Yo, like it was just like, damn, I'm really doing it. We're really doing this right now.
Yeah.
That was my moment of clarity, man.
Ooh, that's what's up.
And then the fact that he's like, yeah, we want to have the event during a game when there's 90,000 people during a home game, and this whole section of the inside of the arena is blocked off for y'all. Probably fit 200 tables in there, bro.
Woo.
Crazy. I couldn't wait.
That's an event. That's gonna be a day,
bro.
Yeah.
I can't. I just pray everything still works out, with this coronavirus stuff. But I'm not worried about it. The way they embraced, and I know it's still gonna happen regardless. So it is what it is, man. I'm gonna keep my head forward and just hope that things continue to work out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. You see, they will, man, because I mean, you know how I say, the meek shall inherit the earth, man. I relate 100,000%. I was just, matter of fact, Saturday, I was telling one of my friends, we had a conversation, and there's a lot of things that I've done, right? Yo, I'm like you. Like, I come from nothing. Like you know what I mean? When I say I had everything, I know you can relate to what I'm saying. We have family and love. So we need it. You know what I'm saying? And yo, some of the things that I've done, like somebody asked me, I'm like, yo, I've consulted Wall Street executives. Like I've walked into Wall Street firms with a snapback and my kicks matching and my hoodie. Like, I'm not rocking a suit because it makes you feel comfortable. I'm here because you already not the potential, but you saw what I do.
Absolutely.
You see the mind. You invited me, so why you think I'm gonna change the outfit to you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, digital billboards and we shot a doc. Darryl Strawberry got inducted to the Mets Hall of Fame. I was the project manager shooting that. I edit the joint. I did the music for it. And like you said, yo, I still, like, I did them. But it took me later on to be like, yo, you in Straw's house explaining the marketing to him. Crazy. Not through somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you just told Straw, yo, let me get a green tea with honey and lemon.
Yo, that just reminded me, like, so year before last, we did a show in Atlantic City at the Atlantic City Convention Center. And when we went in for the meeting, y'all remember like it was yesterday. So we're in the meeting. It's a guy who's like, big wigs, Atlantic City Convention Center, me and my wife. She's like, "Oh my God, your shoes are so nice, bro." I wasn't even thinking. I remember my wife was pissed. She was like, "Your shoes are so nice," and they were a shock drop before the He Got Game 13s came out. So I had them like a week before or something. Why did I put my foot up on the table? I'm like, yeah, these ain't even out yet. But I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking, bro. And she looked at me, bro. She looked at me like, put your foot down. What's wrong with you? And she was like, oh no, it's okay. He's okay. Don't worry about it. Yo. And I was thinking, like, damn, I really put my foot up on these people's tables. Like, yo, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. We got out of that, and my wife was like, yo, Melissa was like, why would you put your foot on that table? I was like, I honestly wasn't even thinking, bro. Wasn't even thinking. And then now me and the woman, bro, like, her name is Ann. I ain't gonna say her last name. Her name is Ann. And I swear she's like my aunt now, bro. Like, she's like, anything you need, we always keep in contact. If you want to go to any concert, anything, like, she's amazing, bro. She's amazing.
Up,
yeah, so it was just crazy. Yo, Melissa was pissed. She was like, why would you put your bro, wasn't even thinking, man. Big ass executive 15-person table. It's just us four. Yeah, I just got these. And
you got your joints. No, but they can't say anything but that's him.
Yeah.
Like we know who he is. It's over. Like that's just. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Yeah, it's crazy, man, because we're just talking, which is why I call it the conversations. But you actually in the conversation knocking out a ton of my questions.
Yo, because when you say a story, it makes me think about something that happened when, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's why like a lot of people like, yo, so we're gonna interview. I'm like, yo, I don't want to interview. I just want it to be a conversation because I don't want to control what you want to let out. Mm-hmm. Because you never know where the jewel is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you get bits of jewels in an interview, but when you having a conversation with your peoples, it all comes out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the beauty is, you know, people take it like I always throw the Nas line out when he said, he told Shorty, yo, I'm gonna give you jewels so you can sell if you chose. Mm-hmm. And I tell people like, yo, you need to understand that. Like he was telling the kid, like, I'm gonna tell you something. You could just get rid of it if you want, or you could take it and grow with it. So, you know, whenever a jewel drops, I let people. That's why I call the conversation like, yo, let the jewels drop where they may. Whoever catches them, they were supposed to catch them.
Yeah, word.
You know what I'm saying? So, so you answer that one. You answer. I was about to say, yo, what's your story? Okay, we already got that one. You know what? Boom. I like this one because whoever's on here, I think they could pull from this. What's your definition of a leader?
Definition of a leader. Definition of a leader is someone who never, ever compromises their integrity for $1, never listens to no one but yourself and the people important around them.
Yeah.
Never listen to the peanut gallery, and just never compromise yourself for $1 ever. Like, people don't understand. There's like say a leader is somebody who will give somebody a break just so they can have a bridge with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people in this game that have tried to squeeze money out of me on deals when me and your relationship could have surpassed any amount of money. You know what I'm saying? That's a leader. A leader is not always thinking about money, but branding and building bridges, because I don't care how much money you have, you will always need bridges, period.
Absolutely. Agree with you 100%. This is a term I caught, I forgot what book I was reading, but no, actually, you know what? I don't know if you ever heard of him, Max Maxwell. He's a house wholesale flipper in North Carolina. I study him. I study a lot of people from different industries because, like I said, you never know when you're going to catch what you're going to catch. Mm-hmm. It's something he said, and I use it a lot with everybody I talk to, short nickel, long dime. And I believe in the long dime, meaning, yo, we could do something right now and we can get some change, but I'm built on legacy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's short change. Like, I'll turn stuff down monetarily with people to build the relationship, because I know we can grow and get something bigger down the way. You know what I mean? Like I've always had foresight. I've always been blessed. Like when I see things, a lot of people see this. I'm always the one to see here. And it's funny, Jay-Z had when he was interviewed by Forbes, the guy asked him something. He said I don't believe in the white noise. The white noise is basically now, like whatever's happening now. Mm-hmm. So you got you got the young trap music, right? You had the I don't know, the blur music. I don't know what you want to call it. But a lot of people see that, but I still see hip hop in the long run. Mm-hmm. That's cool because NWA did what they did. So that's how in the interview he said you could be a trend or you could be Ralph Lauren. And when he said that, I'm telling people, I'm like, yo, that's what I keep talking. Like, DeeLorri is not, like, you know what? To go into exactly what you said, somebody asked me one time, yo, would you sell your brand right now for 100 mil? I said no. He said, yo, you didn't even think about it. There's nothing to think about. I said, because you're not seeing what I did. The clothing brand isn't called We Got Clothes Apparels. It's not called I Hustle Apparel. It's called DeeLorri Apparel. If my name and my wife's name is in it, that means it's legacy. The clothing brand is built so we can pass it down to our kids, our nephews and nieces. It's not, I mean, I tell everybody, I'm not mad at you if you want to get that check.
Hey, yo, somebody got a bill for Just Nice Sneaker Convention. Holler at me. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
And then,
you know why? Because that 100 million is going to turn it into the worldwide sneaker convention. You know what I mean? But yeah, but don't get it twisted. I dig what you're saying, bro. I definitely dig what you're saying.
And that's why, but what with me, my mind, even though I focus, we have 6 businesses and we narrowed it down. Let's just keep running with this, the clothing brand, and the objective is to have the clothing brand be the investment partner for everything else, opposed to asking other people for money. Mm-hmm. And we have those avenues. We got things in our mind that's like, yo, this is a dope idea. We want to build it. Let's get rid, let's build it and then sell it. Yeah, we have ideas, but I tell everybody, a lot of people want to be Instagram. We're Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of you can get that 4 or 5 bill, but I'd rather be the company who's cutting you the check for 4 or 5 bill.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and I know my brother said something with your definition of leadership, man. That is so, integrity is always, I tell everybody, man, character and integrity, that's what I look for when I meet somebody. Because once you meet somebody who has character and integrity, everything is possible.
Absolutely.
Like, yo, we getting money, bruh. With that, we can get endless amounts of money. And we can branch and get more money with more people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Opposed to getting
ambition and integrity, man. That's what I live my life off of, bro. Never give up, ever. And, I got to thank my wife for that, because 2016, our second year doing the event, I decided to do a weekend event. Try to do it for 2 days. Everybody came on the first day. Nobody came on the second day. But I still had to pay staff, same amount of money, all that. So it kicked me in my ass, because it was only my second year. And at that point, we were only doing one event a year. So it was just like, I'm like, damn, it pissed me off. Lost a whole lot of money. And I was like ready to not do it no more. And she was like, man, you better stop playing. There's nothing to talk about. We're going to keep going. And because of that, we kept going, man, and we're doing very well. So
you did it again. My question was going to be, how do you feel about successes and failures? But obviously, you had an F and you turned it into an S. And it's crazy. A lot of people get beat up. Yo, you know what? And salute your wife for doing that, man. My wife is the same way. I tell people when they laugh, I quit my clothing brand 6 times last summer. And everybody like, what? And I'm like, yo, I quit it, but since she knows me, she'll sit there and be like, okay, everything I'm spitting out, yo, this doesn't work, and this is why, and this is why. She's like, okay, okay, okay. She listens.
Yeah, she
And
listened, but she ain't trying to hear that shit.
yeah, yeah.
Like, you ain't quitting. You ain't
Yeah,
quitting.
and then when I every time I'm done, I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I put it down. I wake up in the morning, she see me with the pencil and the pen. She like, another idea, right? I'm like, yeah. She goes, I'm gonna let you vent, but there's no option. Like, there's no like we don't quit. We don't quit. You know what I mean? Like your wife just said it. Never give up. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just got to keep taking the information. What I tell everybody is, man, when something's not going right, make sure you got your pen and pad ready, because you need to write all that stuff down.
Yep.
This didn't work, because once you start learning why it doesn't work, it's a wrap. Because now you can master that, or you could just X that joint off. Boom. 100%.
It was just like, even I wanted to give, like, before the sneaker thing, I was a party promoter, doing my own parties and all that. And the last party we did before or after our first event came in October. We had Chico Bean from MTV's Wildin' Out host a Halloween party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it might have been just a regular party. I don't remember. We had it in Atlantic City at Taj Mahal. And when you first come into the club, there's you walk in and there's like there's like strip club in the back, regular club, another regular club. So what was happening was, I'm not realizing we didn't have it established right. So if somebody came and paid for to go to the strip club, they was just walking right into our party. Okay. So party was packed. Nobody was paying. So come the end of the night, we paid racks for him to come out. We had to pay to rent the place. And end of the night, he says, yeah, you're going to leave with about $500. Like, yo, I was done. I'm never doing another party again. Never. Pissed. And that was when we were just scrounging the surface. Like, I paid my wife put up that week, my wife put up her check to finish paying Chico Bean. So when I mean I was hurt, I was hurt, bro. Like, it was terrible. Like, it was terrible. I didn't know what to, she's like, I don't know why you sweating. Don't worry about it. We're all right. She always keeps that same energy, man. And like I said, we got to where we at now because of her, man. I don't think it would be what it is if I didn't have her backing me when it comes to keeping me and my head right, telling me no when I don't want to hear it, and just always having a positive attitude when it comes to the businesses, man.
Yo, God bless him, man. Yo, I'll sit there and an idea hit me. Boom, I pull out the pen, I Photoshop, I do what I do. I'm like, yo, mom, look. And she'll be like, yeah, that's whack. I'm like, what? What? Like, yo, I love that. She goes, that's cool. Just make sure you put that in the folder that we don't release. You know what I'm saying? But you need that, man. You like to have that emotional check. That's my brother right there, yeah, because he paid to do another event with y'all. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? That's crazy, because he's right to a certain extent. So this was when I had faith in Chico Bean before he was as big as he is now. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So this was before him writing everything on Wildin' Out Now. I knew he was funny. I seen it. So this was back in 2016. So boom, he's like, man, I know. He said it too. He said, look, you a stand-up dude. I know how the party went. Any other promoter wouldn't have even gave me my money, but you still gave me my back end. And if you ever need anything, contact me. And then then he was giving me shout outs for the event. We had a donation station, to give back to people who need sneakers. He sent a box of like 30 pairs, and then he blew up on Wildin' Out. Went to contact him again. His manager contacted me like, yeah, if you need anything, just make sure you contact me. I was like, so this ain't Chico's number no more? No. Sorry. I said, okay. He used to answer DMs on Instagram, but now he got 1 million followers, so he probably can't even find that motherfucker when I message him.
Exactly. About 1,500 hit him up right after you.
Yo, it's all good though, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason.
100%. 100%. Damn, bro, you got me looking through this now, man.
I took a bunch of questions away, huh?
Yeah, you got me over here looking in other people's questions. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, you know what? This is a good one. Where do you see where's the growth in Just Nice Convention? Where do you see y'all going in 3-4 years?
Within 3 or 4 years, I see us in multiple football stadiums across the United States.
That's dope.
I see us at multiple NBA arenas across the United States. You know what I'm saying? I see it. I've been asking, like, even my wife knows, I've been talking about this since day one.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to get an event at Lincoln Financial Field, and they wanted $20,000.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just like it was an unreal number. But then boom, another one wants to come do it, and I don't have to put up $1.
Look at that.
It's all about your grind, your integrity, your push, your will, your ambition. And it just, you know what I'm saying? It all came at once. And, you know, I couldn't have asked for it to happen any better the way than it's happening, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's amazing. So that's where I see it.
The fact that you have the vision, the foresight from the door. Like, yeah, we're gonna do a couple of spots, but the arenas and the stadiums, that's the goal. And it's funny. I say it's funny, but I believe in it. That's why, because a lot of people think, oh yeah, that don't happen. I'm a firm believer in visualization. Like you have to see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to see it so well. Like you said, it's like right, like you could touch it. It's so close to you. And
look,
you
I couldn't even let Lincoln Financial Field stop me. I got them down to 15 grand, and I was about to get investors, bro. But then my wife was like, nope, no, wait, everything will be all right. Let's not get other people involved in the Just Nice Sneaker Convention brand. Let's just, we'll figure it out. And I was pissed. No, because I know I could put this up, and I know I could find the money, and I know we could do it. She was like, listen, just you can't, don't do that. And I went with it, and look, see?
And the beauty is
strikes again.
Exactly. She saw it. She said, nah.
She said, what? You want to do what? Nah.
And it's dope that she said that, because dealing with the people that I used to deal with on Wall Street, I've learned that. And then you got somebody who's like, yo, I'll put the 15 for you. Let's go half and half on this venture. And then what it turns into is, nah, like, I want half your business now.
Yeah.
And you're like, so now that you're doing it all yourselves, when they come to you, if you need, you control the terms, or you could just be like, oh, no, I'm good. We can go handle that. Like, no, we good. We good. And I'm a huge believer on keeping ownership, man. I did it in music.
Like when I first started out, we went crazy, like typing up things for people to become sponsors, clothing brands, big brands, sneaker brands, boutique stores. I'm talking, we probably sent out 50 letters to different people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody contacted us. I mean, not even to just say, sounds like a dope idea, but we can't be I'm talking about ignored us completely. And this wasn't, we didn't email.
Mm-hmm.
We wrote letters and sent them out in the mail to their establishments. You know what I'm saying? So, and then that's why now it's like you didn't want to mess with us then. You are definitely paying top dollar to get
100%. 100%.
You pay top dollar, you're not being, like, if somebody would have rocked with me from the beginning, 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 1 man, who know? You probably could have been just promoted for free on the side
Yeah.
of on the side of FedEx Field or with the 76ers. Like, come on, man. You gotta believe in something. Some people just don't, like you said, like you were saying earlier, they go with the trend. They don't care about longevity, man.
Nah, and yo, I'm so happy to hear. I love when people talk that they know their equity, bro. Like I tell people something like, yo, you need to understand equity, assets, liabilities, your equity. Like, yo, your ownership in your company is everything. And and you have to believe in yourself to understand your equity. But once you really understand your product and your equity, you know, what I tell you about the best word in business is no. Once you know your equity, like, yo, I can now, I'm good. I appreciate it,
It's
but I'm
like
good.
people like me and you. We take that mind from the street and put it into this legal thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a bad past. I was great at my bad past. I was great at my bad past. But I know that growth comes. I'm 35 years old now. That let me do what I was doing here and take it over here and push this motherfucker till the wheels fall off. And then when they fall off, I'm gonna run with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
What are the lessons? And I'm with you. I'm with you. A50i, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying?
Big
and it's like even now with you.
Look, 24-inch rims going across the United States with no license. Yeah. You know,
every day, like
yeah, you know, like
it's nothing. Yeah, like that's a nice whip. I got one on my neck. Yeah, like my brother said it right there. Same hustle, better product.
I wish I had them chains back. I know that.
You.
All right, let's get back on track, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's damn, man. You know what? I'm watching the timer. We got 3 minutes. If you want, when this timer comes on, we can come right back on.
Bro, I'm here, bro.
Appreciate you, brother.
Whatever you want to do.
So we'll ask the question.
Hey, bring me a water. I'm in here all night till DeeLorri ready to get off.
I'm gonna have to tap when it's. I'm gonna be like, yo, Ma, can you bring me the other water?
Hey, bring me a water, please. She watching.
So yeah, I peeped that. So how important, brother, is it giving back to the community, man? It doesn't have to be money. It's giving back in general.
Bro,
how important is that to you?
That is one of the most important things to me. Like, I try to do what I can. John Lynch and Wild, like, this is what people don't understand. Like, I'm from Wildwood, New Jersey. When people think Wildwood, they think of the boardwalk. They think of, you know, cotton candy. Like, I'm not from that part of Wildwood.
Copy.
I'm from the west part of Wildwood, where a lot of people used to couldn't come. Where you know, I seen people get dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't understand. A lot of people don't even understand that part of Wildwood even existed, but it did.
Exists.
And, you know, struggling with everything, with, you know, families being on drugs and you just happen to buckle down and do what you got to do and stuff like that. So I've seen people go through that. Thank you, babe. I've seen that part. So I can't be, like, if I was from the other side, giving back probably wouldn't even be in my mentality. But because I know what these kids go through, I was one of those kids. You know what I'm saying? So every year at the event, we started a thing where either I pay for them out of pocket or we get one of the guys. Shout out to Vitaly Lieberman and Alex Lieberman. They're good dudes, man. They always come to my events. And they always give sneakers to give away to the kids. So what we do is we pick 2 to 4 kids every year, you know, who need some love in their life. Give them them and their parents free tickets to the event. We give the kids free sneakers. Just like, giving back is everything, bro. Like, during this pandemic, we're blessed to be okay. So, you know, I put up my Facebook.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, brother. We got 15 seconds. Once this falls out, I'm gonna just come right back on. I'm gonna send it up so I could download it later, and then I'm gonna just come right back and we go right from where you said the pandemic.
All right.
All right, I appreciate you.
Yeah. We
Anyway,
back.
everything.
We
Part
back.
two. So we was on giving back, and you was talking about you even through the global this pandemic that we're going through right now.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
we're blessed to be okay in the position that we're in. So I put on my Facebook, you know, if any family are going without a meal, me and Melissa will help out as much as we can. You don't have to say your name, just DM us. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, nobody has, you know, contacted us, but I know there's somebody. I know there's people out there, and I just continue to repost that. I don't want nobody to feel like, you know, some people got too much pride, bro. And I'm one of them. If I was in that position, that's just how I am too.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, and like I said, we were doing the sneaker give back. We've reached out to schools. Every year, Christmas time, his name is John Lynch. He's one of the big guys over at the convention center. He's the one who gave me my chance, my first chance at ever doing the convention. And he does a thing every year where the whole community comes and they get toys given to them. They bag up the toys and take them door to door to the list of who, you know. And we've been doing, I think we did that 3 years so far, but we were at a point when we first went, there wasn't a lot of people getting bags. Like this past year, yo, it was so many people, and it was so dope seeing like, damn, this many families are gonna be happy. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny, like some of the people, I'm taking bags to the door, and I'm knocking on the door, and they're like looking through the window, like, who the hell is this big dude with tattoos on his face? Like the one guy looked through it, I'm like, I pulled up the bag, I'm like, gift. There's a Mexican guy. And he acted like he didn't want to open the door. And I'm like, bro, I'm just bringing gifts here for you, bro, for your kids. And he was like, gifts? I was like, yeah. And he came out, he was like, why are you bringing me gifts? I'm like, this is from John Lynch. He was like, oh, thank you so much. And it was just a dope experience knowing that, you know that there's a few kids that are not going to go without Christmas, because the same kids that get 20 toys for Christmas and they're expecting that one kid who gets one toy is happy, bro. Like,
it's the
you know
world.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then even before this, oh no, go ahead. Come on. I'm about to go in. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Cause like, yeah, man, like I'm just saying, like it means the world to that kid, man. Word.
Yeah.
Word. I mean,
before all of this, I did music, bro.
Oh yeah?
I did music for like 15 plus years. Opened up for Wale, The Game, 2 Chainz. I've man, listen, sold 3,000 plus units with independent mixtape I got that's currently still on that piff. Like, it sucks to say it, but the East Coast doesn't support. Like, I was doing my mixtape in the Midwest. And when I mean those people in the Midwest, I will always have love for the Midwest. As long as you keep it real and you have good music, they're going to support. I would rent out a bar and pack it to do a show, and everything coming straight. And it's different. Out here on the East, it just feels like, oh, I know that nigga. I ain't support. I'm not buying that. I know that nigga. Like it's crazy that it's like that.
Yep.
But I just felt like when I came back, I'm like, you know what? It's not making no money. You know, I gotta look for now. Now I'm with a woman who I plan on marrying. Music just ain't it.
Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy you say that, bro. I had an attorney. Had an attorney on here Thursday, which is actually my entertainment attorney. We're real good friends. He's my all-around attorney, and we was talking, and he was like, "Yo, send me some beats." I was like, "Beats," because I did the same thing. I was an MC. I produced because I couldn't find a producer to make tracks that I rock to, so I did it myself. The type, the way I am, I want to learn. So I was like, yo, I did production. I was writing. I wound up owning a label. I wanted to start opening up a studio. I wanted to be opening the management company. So I did all of that. But he's like, D, what do you mean you got tracks? I was like, yo, 4 years ago, I put all my equipment away. I get the same feeling with the photo booth company and the apparel brand that I did making music. I was like, it doesn't make sense to me anymore. The industry's different. Like you said, the people are different. And what I've learned from dealing with music, like you said, and I put it into a business, I tell everybody, your friends and family are not your customers.
Mm.
The reason why your friends and families are not customers is because if they're willing to buy your product, you have to think of them as seed investors. They're the ones, if you can get $1,500 from your friends and family, you need to take that $1,500 and flip it in marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can sell to someone you don't know and they fall in love with your product and they cop it consistently, that's your customer. Your friends and family are only going to buy so many pieces. Like, you know, and I got a number in my head. It's 250K. What that means is I tell people, no, Michael Jackson didn't sell 7 billion records.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody got 250K of customers who are equivalent to you. Meaning you like kicks. So there's 250,000 people who like kicks just as much as you do.
Mm-hmm.
There's 250,000 people who like hats and tees like I do. Those are the people you need to market to. If you can sell to 1 million people, that's great. But you need to focus on the core. And a lot of people, they think their friends and families, their core. Until nobody buys anything anymore.
Yep.
And now you're stuck with mad product.
That's why I wish, like, when I was doing music, like, when I was knee deep in the music, the internet wasn't what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can just put something on iTunes. It was not like that. You know what I'm saying? And I've done so many, like, right now, currently on that Piff, I think I got like 5 mixtapes on there.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of them that Piff sponsored. It was, yeah, I mean, I was doing my numbers, and it's just like it's just different, man, going from the Midwest to the East Coast and stuff like that. I was gonna let you hear something if you wanted to hear.
Absolutely.
Old gen. This is from like 2007, 6,
Yeah,
something like that. Just let me know if you can hear it.
Right about now, I need you to recline your seats and fall back. Smooth out to this shit by just nice.
Yeah.
It's called I'm So Fly. DJ, I'm done just like me. Shit, bitch, back and forth. You know, on that shit, we just gonna ride and smoke something this one. That's my shit. Back shit. I'm so fly, so you know it's a bad bitch rolling with me. Stop jerking, stand up. Nigga, I'm so fly, and I'm drunk off brown and rolling stick. Just like big bitch. Right, I'm so fly, nigga dick, so you know the phone was with me. Nigga, I'm so fly, now the boy nice thing, I know you miss me. Yeah, they see me cruising, man, cause I'm shining. Yellow diamonds, rocks all blinding. I don't know what I'd do if I wasn't rhyming. No, I'm lying, I'll probably be grinding. Niggas take me from wild with the AC. So I gotta keep the hammer off the safety. But street cash, show me how to do niggas. If they can't keep up, you gotta lose niggas. Sing on the hook, go ahead and confuse niggas. Do it for the hood, so the streets can't refuse niggas. It ain't mine, but I sit in the range. But so this all up and let it sit in your brain. So
that was like 6-7 years. I've been doing that so damn long, bro. But sneakers is what it is.
That's what's up. Yo, you know what? You know what? Okay. How do you feel, bro, about the culture and how that brought I'm trying to figure out the right words, but that culture right there, the music, the kicks, the clothes, like, what does that mean to you?
I mean, it means everything just because it all coincides. You know what I'm saying? Like, back then, I was a sneaker lover, not like I am now. Like, to know, like, start learning history and all that stuff like that. But I just feel like it coincides, man. Music, sneakers, clothing. I just, you know, it just all goes together as one, man.
It's like growing up in the Bronx, man. When I'm having, I guess you could call it designer's block, writer's block, whatever you want to call it. What inspires me is thinking about that. I had a beat I did a while ago called Jordans and Gold Chains, and it's from the Nas sample. And when I heard the Nas sample, I just kept remembering J's, the chains, the jeans. You know what I mean? The fitteds and the tees and the slick. You had to have a fly jacket that you could sneak on when the wind came in. You know what I'm saying? And you know the background music that like that's what sets me off when I design, and I try to include that in everything we do as far as the advertising and the designs, because that culture, that vibe, that energy, that's beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because you're saying it all coincides, but you know what? I'm thinking now, when I was at the event, that's what it felt like. It felt like a block party. You know what I'm saying? The music was right. The music was right. You know what I'm saying? The MC you had on there, he just sounded like he was narrating the party.
Yep,
you know
exactly.
What I mean? Opposed to dominating.
Different, man.
Yeah.
That dude, Garden State Pusher, he's an artist too. He raps. He's nice.
Okay.
But he's just he's an entertainer, all around entertainer. And he's another person who just gets hated for no reason. If he was in the Midwest, he'd kill it. It's just, it sucks, man, because his music is fire. His music is fire. And he's so great he's just great at what he does, man. He's a people person. So you don't have nobody at these other events on a mic like how put a Garden State Pusher be on that mic, man. Walking around talking to people and making jokes. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, he popped up on me a couple of times. He's like, hey, yo, you got shirts in your bag?
No, he's funny as hell, man. That's my boy.
Yeah, he's cool people, man. And you actually nailed it. You nailed it, because I'm just reminiscent of the vibe, and you say he's a people person. Too many people on the mic want to sit there and they want to hoard all the attention. When in that situation, you're not supposed to be doing that. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be making people feel at home, and that's what, the whole vibe was dope, man. The whole vibe. Like, up here, I tell people all the time, like, because I have my niece, she was looking up sneaker conventions and other joints, and I'm like, yo, make sure you find out what's up with Just Nice. And she was like, Theo, what's that? Because all my nephews and nieces, all of them, they all kickheads, and they all bring it to me. You know, I say they all like, yo, you gotta talk to my uncle. So I got nephews in Kissimmee down in Florida right now, like, yo, when's the next joint? I want to go up there and chill with you on it. I'm like, all right, like when I went to yours, I had some nines on, the Mystique nines, and it's crazy because my nephew called me, right, bro. Listen, man, you might have to go down to Kissimmee. He calls me one day. He's like, yo, Theo, I got some kicks here. What do you think? I'm like, where you at? He goes, the Nike outlet. I'm like, he put him on the camera. I was like, how many are there? He was like, why? I was like, do you know what that is? He was like, yeah, he was like, they're nines. I'm like, yo, bro, look at the inside the tongue. It says Mystiques, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, that team doesn't exist. That was from a commercial Jordan did. He was like, so what he's saying? Like, how much money you got in the bank? He was like,
he was a different player for different teams, and his name was different. Like something Crawfish, the other one was Crawfish Jones, and yeah.
He had the afro with the beard. So I was like, yo, how much money you got in the bank? He was like, what? I was like, how much? Yo, they were $50. I said, how much you got in the bank?
What was the colorway again? Was it blue and yellow? Because there was like 4 different pairs. I can't remember. There was a red one that was Motorboat Jones.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. The blue and black John. Okay.
Yeah. So I told my nephew, I was like, yo, get like 4 or 5 pairs. He's like, why? I was like, just send me my 8s. Send me a pair of those. I'll send you the money. I said, yo, make sure you put them joints on YouTube for $275 and you're killing them. He was like, nah, Theo. I was like, put them on there for $275, B. He put them on. He's like, yo, they're going for $350, $375. I was like, I know. I was telling you $275, just get rid of them.
Yeah. Yep.
Like just get rid of them. And it's dope because like yo, when you pass on culture, and I'm blessed to be one of those people in my family, my wife as well, that like that's an amazing thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about leadership before, and we could be deciding to do anything that we want in life. But to sit here and put ourselves in a position where people look up to us and people respect us and people want to emulate what we do, I tell a lot of people like, yo, you can't take that for granted, bro.
No, hell no.
Like you, if you're a beacon already, if you're already the light, you got to continue to shine for them because you sparking seeds in people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny because one of my little cousins, she a sneakerhead, but she's an amazing mom. And I'm like, yo, that's an interview in itself.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people who get caught up in just wanting to be down, they lose their integrity, they lose who they are. I was like, yo, the fact that you teach your kids how to clean your sneakers, and she's like, yo, I teach my kids how to clean my kicks because I remember coming to you and saying, cuz, like, how you keep your sneakers so clean and this and that. She goes, you don't, like, now I'm bugging out because I'm like, yo, now it's third generation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But all of that, like you know, leading and the way we do, it's a beautiful thing. And people bug out because they think, oh, it's just sneakers. It's not just clothes. It's not just sneakers. Like, it's culture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, oh, it's just sneakers. Yeah. They're just hard bottoms.
Mm-hmm.
Hard bottoms. It's just fabric. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if it's a Gucci suit. It's just fabric.
Mm-hmm.
But is it different because your suit costs $1,500? Nah, bro.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Nah.
Nassan, what up, bro?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna ask this one question, and I think it kind of sums up everything we spoke about today. So the last question is global responsibility. So what I mean by that is, like, how do you think what you do impacts the globe on a grand scale? If you want me, I can tell you how we do it, and maybe that'll spark, you know, okay, I see it. Like when I was telling you before about sustainability, that's how my t-shirt will affect the world to me. You know, because there's things like a lot of people don't notice, clothes and textiles is the #2 polluter in the world besides oil. A lot of people, like, every year, literally, there's, my brother cracks me when I say this, but there's trillions of tons of clothes going into landfills. Like, there's brands that, like, and this is one of the reasons why we don't do heavy stock. I have partners that facilitate all our orders. One of the reasons was because if I buy 1,000 t-shirts and sell 200, what do I do with 800? So there's a lot of brands that take that 800 and they throw it into a landfill. They write it off as a loss. But look how you're affecting the world. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even notice it takes 10,000 gallons of water to make a t-shirt and a pair of jeans. You know what I'm saying? When you buy something, it's dyed. Everything that we have is white because of cotton, and it's dyed. The chemicals and that water from the dye, a lot of brands take it and put it back into the community. So they may put it into the reservoirs. So you may have, oh, why is the water black? Because there's 17 different colors and chemicals in that water. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to, like, we deal with brands that we deal with companies that recycle it. So if they're dyeing everything in red, they keep that for all the red that comes after. They just keep recycling that water. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to those. So this is part of our global responsibility. That's how we're trying to give back to the grand scheme of things and trying to help everybody. Because a lot of people don't know when they start, but then they realize how their footprint on Earth is. And that's basically how the question. Like, what do you think the Just Nice convention, how do you think it affects the globe?
All right, the globe as the globe or the people? We talking
The
about
people.
just?
Well, you know what? Let's keep it on the people, because we could talk about kids and sustainability, but let's talk about the people.
I feel like us on the global scale, just and it goes back to, because I always preach that integrity, man. Like
Yes.
little kids are gonna watch. Little kids are gonna get that in their mind, and you know, there's a lot of people that run businesses, and there's no substance behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
There's
Yeah.
nothing that a kid can grab and hold on to. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I just try to be that person that somebody never forgets. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Like, at time, kids come into the event and they're soaking wet because they were waiting outside in the rain. I'm giving them free Just Nice Sneaker Convention T-shirts so they can get out of their wet clothes.
Yeah.
Just like stuff like that. They're gonna remember that. Then they're gonna tell somebody else that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's just, I try to make it. I'm the head of something, but I want them to see me as really being a leader and not just somebody who's in this trying to make money, because that ain't the case. I love the culture, and I want people around the world to know it's like, you gotta have a love for this to be successful, because a lot of people are in this just for the money. Like, I resell these kicks, and I love that when I drop a pair of kicks off to somebody and they like smile, like, oh, like they happy, like, boom, like I got that for that person, and they're not gonna forget that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you giving them that moment.
Yeah, man. I just love being. I don't know, man. It's just authentic
That's a dope
integrity,
answer.
love.
That's a dope answer, bro, because in order for you to really affect the globe, you have to affect the people to affect the globe. And that's a dope answer, bro. And they say life is built on imprints. So they say every memory is an imprint in your mind. And what you obviously doing is creating happy imprints. You altering people's you altering people's identities because you altering their emotions. That's what's up.
I feel like I feel like, say if I was to pass away today, knock on wood, if I was to pass away today, I feel like there would be people that don't know Justin Roper but know Just Nice that would feel some type of way about me being gone, but they don't know me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's big to me. That's huge to me, because if I can do one little thing for one person, it makes everything great, man. Like, it's just what it is.
Tupac said it. He said, I'm not going to be the one to change the world, but I'm going to be the one who's going to spark change in that person.
Absolutely.
And I mean, Tupac was Nipsey Hussle's favorite MC. Look what Nip did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Look what Nip did. Pac was a spark. Nip sparked 1 million people.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the 1 million people continuing that spark. It's a beautiful thing, man. People such as yourself doing the same exact thing. You know what I mean? Because, like, you don't know that you may be dropping off a pair of kicks to a kid and you changing his life and he becomes a senator of Jersey.
Never know.
You know what I'm saying? And your impact is helping people from what he decides to do in government. That's dope, my brother. That's dope. Yo, Just, so, I mean, you said it before to your wife. We could be here all night, man. But I do want to.
We're in quarantine, brother. I'm cooling.
Yo, you know what? Let me ask you this question, man. I was just checking up on this the other day, and this is perfect. How do you feel about these new sustainable kicks that are coming out? That, like, these athletes are asking Adidas and Nike, like, okay, we could do kicks, but they have to be sustainable. They have to be made of plastic and fabrics that we can recycle. How you feel about them, Jones?
How do I feel about that happening?
Yeah.
I feel like it's dope just because I like that the athletes have more power than the older athletes did. You know what I'm saying? Like, when in the 90s, if somebody got a sneaker deal, man, they wasn't asking no questions. Wasn't asking no questions about nothing. What? Let me get the check. I'll do. I mean, maybe Iverson. Iverson didn't play no games. He was gonna make sure things was right. But I just feel like players having more control these days. Just It's what should have been done, man.
Yeah.
And if they want the bottom of their shoes to be tinfoil, that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? I love that the players have more of a voice than they did back then.
Yeah, they're very I forgot the name of it. I know those Kyrie Irvings, the ones that he had I think he did like 15 pairs all around the country, all around the world, different cities.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't never heard of them.
You never heard of them?
Mm-mm.
They do, because what he did is he took a pair of Irvings that were about to drop, but he had the culture of each city, the sneaker design according to the culture, the colors and all of that.
Okay.
So he had some drop New York, Cali joints, but then he had like Beijing joints and Tokyo joints. And when I saw that actually had me doing my homework into sustainability with kicks and all of that. And it's funny because the color schemes were all the same. So like, like right now, I just saw the other day some Adidas joints, forgot the name of them, but they had all these plastics, melted them joints down. The sole was fire because the sole looked like it was white with colors in it, like little dots of color.
It's a navy blue Ultra Boost. I remember when they did it. It was like they took plastic from the water and stuff like that and did the shoe.
Exactly.
Damn, I forget what it was called. I feel like it started with a B, but I can't remember. That was like I forget when it was, but yeah, it's a dope concept, man.
Yeah,
I wish more brands would do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ain't it crazy ever since this quarantine how they say how much it helped the earth with people staying inside, yo?
Yeah, how they showing how the smog looks from the top and that was gone, and it's that's crazy.
Like, what if it was an inside thing where like, yo, we got to get these people to chill, or we're not gonna have this earth. We got to get things clear, and they did that the coronavirus to clear the earth up.
You know what? Like, that would be good and bad, because it's like you could have just got people sick and then left it there.
No, I mean saying like it wasn't really a sickness type thing is what I'm saying.
Oh no, then that'd be crazy. Yeah, that'd be, because you know what? The earth needs that, man. And it's crazy, man. Like you know what's wild? What's been hitting me over the head this quarantine? Everybody got the masks and gloves and all of that. But why are you throwing gloves on the floor? I'm like for real? And I don't get it.
New York is probably covered with gloves, ain't it?
Bruh. And what's crazy is, like, okay, everybody started complaining that people literally, like, if they're jumping in the cab, they would come out the cab and drop gloves on the floor. So now people think they slick. They're going to the buildings and dropping them like between a flower pot. And I'm like, yo, there's like 17 gloves there. Like, I'm like, I don't get it. So you don't want to be sick, but you're going to do shit to make people sick.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah. It's wild, man. It's like, yo, matter of fact, how has the quarantine changed your routines? Like has it changed your routines?
Yeah, absolutely. See, person like me, 2016, I had a kidney transplant. I was on dialysis for like 7 years. So
God bless.
I'm now that I got the kidney transplant, my what is it? The system, my immune system is compromised. Like I can't, like a cold, regular cold lasts me a week, 2 weeks. So I can't, like, that thing is like,
yeah,
I could die from catching that. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
And I didn't even realize we've been on so long. I gotta plug my phone in.
yo, I plugged my joint in before too.
Yeah. So I can't, like, I have the immune system of probably like a 70-year-old type shit, bro. Like, I can't play around. Because in order for your kidney, your transplanted kidney to work, they have to lower your immune system so your body doesn't fight the new kidney off.
I got you. Okay, I got you.
So they got to give you pills that lowers your immune system, because if your immune system stayed regular and you got a kidney, your body don't know that kidney, and your body fights that kidney off because it's a foreign object. But when they give you these anti-rejection pills, it brings your immune system low, so that your kidney can continue to function. Your new kidney can continue to function in your body. So, yeah, I can't play no games, man.
Oh man, that's crazy, man. That's like my sister got lupus, man. And what we did for the quarantine, wanting to give back, was we started making masks. And I just started giving them out. I just felt wrong selling them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I felt like I was like, yo, you know, there's not much we can do, but because even we couldn't even go to the homeless shelter and drop anything off because they were like, y'all can't come in. You know what I'm saying? So we just started, like, I had a bunch of like blank hoodies and blank tees, and I told my wife, because my wife caught it. She was like, I had to quarantine her in the crib. So I wasn't going crazy over them. Like, yo, you know what? To keep my mind off everything, I got to do something. So I just created a design, started cutting them joints up, sewing them up, sending them out, and I sent it to my sister, and she got lupus, and she in her scooter around town, and I'm like, bro. I'm like, yo, sis, what are you doing? She's like, nah, I had to go get some milk. I mean, do you know that could be the last milk you ever get? I'm like, yo, like, because her immune system is compromised because of the lupus. She the same way. Like, she catch a cold, and she in the hospital with pneumonia.
The mask, it gave her a pass. He said, I'm out of here.
Word. I'm like, yo, I'm about to duct tape that joint to you.
Yo, when it first started, my wife was not playing no games. She was like, nah. I just wanted to take rides in the car. Like, nah, you good. Just stay in the house. Like, she come home from work. She would just don't come to the door. She take everything off, spray herself, wash up, and then come see me type thing. So it was different, man. And now I just recently, started. I don't really go often, but a little CVS run, Acme, something small. You know what I'm saying? Because I would think I was going on 3 weeks, literally, of not leaving, like not leaving at all, 21 to 30 days, and I was just like, yo. I gotta go somewhere. Yeah. I'm gonna go crazy in here. And it's definitely changed the routine, man. It's like you're just in the crib.
Yeah. I'm like, it's like, I mean, I got 2 kids, and I was like, my wife called. She's like, yo, I'm coughing and sneezing. I was like, all right, then I don't give a fuck who at your job. You leaving. I was like, you got to come home. I was like, yo, I just cleaned out, because my bedroom's my office. So I clean everything out. When I say everything, like I got fabrics, I got colors, I got like sneaker colorways. Yo, I took everything off my walls. Like you see behind me, that's my I don't even know my closet was open. These are all my shit. Like I'll let y'all walk through it. These are all plans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I bought a dry erase board for my wall, and she came home. She was like, "Oh, what happened to the wall?" I was like, "Yeah, that's in the living room." I was like, "That's in the living room." I had like all my inspiration, but I had to take care of her upstairs, make sure my kids were separate. Thank God we got 2 bathrooms. I was like, "Yo, you got your own bathroom," but same thing, bro. Like we literally. Matter of fact, she called on a Monday. That Saturday, we went shopping like heavy. And we went, like, I didn't have to leave the house for a month, kid. And I was in this crib, like, I told my daughter, because me and my daughter, she's 17, what we do sometimes is we ride. Like, she'll be like, Pops, I want ice cream. So I'll tell her, yo, our north, west, or south, where you want to go? And that was killing her, because she's like, she's creative too. So when she does that, she'll write or do whatever she do. And I'm like, so I told her, like, yo, look, you need to pick some mountains around here, and we could drive over there.
How long did it take your wife to get over it?
It took her, thank God she had it mild. So, like, she suffers from migraines. And from what I heard from family members who've had it, they say it attacks whatever hurts the most. Like, my brother broke his shoulder. And he was telling me he felt like his shoulder fell off because he had it. And I was like, word? My niece, she was a catcher when she was in high school, so she got bad knees. She told me that because she's a nurse. So when she caught it, she's like, yo, I couldn't sit down my knee. So I was like, what the fuck? So my wife, she was like, yo, I feel like my head is splitting in half. And she had it for 2 weeks. I'm going to say 10 days real bad. And then thankfully the other 3 was just the migraine going away. But we got tested because the funny thing about that is even if you have all the symptoms and you call, you know, I would just want to get tested just to make sure I got it. They'll be like, the symptoms are mild, stay home.
Yo, that's what they did to me. It's not severe enough. Like, how are y'all trying to stop this from spreading, but you don't want to test nobody until they're damn near dead? What are you talking about?
Yeah. And then, so like literally on day 14, we got her tested. So she tested positive. So they said, now you got to stay quarantined for 14 days. It was like, so she was literally in here for another 2 weeks, but she was like no symptoms, no nothing. And so what we're trying to do now is we found out about that there's a test you could take where you can test your antibodies. And she wants to have the plasma, she's gonna have a plasma removed. What they're doing with that is anybody who had it and they overcome it, they'll take your plasma and put it into somebody else who's really sick to help cure them. Mm. So I'm gonna get tested too, because there are people who are asymptomatic who they got it, but they got no symptoms. So I got a strong immune system.
That don't even make sense to me, bro. That makes zero sense to me. And I've been hearing that forever, and it's just like, it just doesn't make sense to me. And you know what's really blowing my mind with this whole situation? Even if a person dies and didn't die from COVID-19, they're still labeling deaths as COVID-19.
Yeah.
So they can get the money from insurance from COVID-19 for this person. Like that in a sense, like makes me think way beyond everything when you hear that. Like they're just like even if you die from natural causes, they're gonna say label it COVID-19. And just then tell us these crazy numbers. Yeah. That doesn't make sense.
It does. Yo, my pharmacist, so what we did is I had to do a bunch of treatments. I did my little research. So every time she coughed, I was giving her lemon skins, sea salt, and boiling water. So what I did with that is I would put it in a big pot, and I would have her put a towel and just inhale it to keep everything, warm. Because they said if you have it, go to a sauna, because everybody got a sauna in their crib. Yeah, that's great. That's great advice. So what I was doing, so we called her doctor. Her doctor's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you. And what I did is I bought her oximeter. So every time she was checking her temperature, she was checking her oxygen and her heart levels to make sure everything's good. So we called the doctor. The doctor put in a prescription. She's like, just in case, I'm gonna give you a pump. Worst kind of worst. I go to my pharmacist, love this dude, amazing dude. I go there, he's like, yo, close the door behind her, don't let nobody in. So I'm like, he was like, listen. I'm like, yeah. He's like, do you have vitamins in the house? I was like, yeah, I got vitamin D. He goes, do you have zinc and vitamin C? And I was like, nah. He goes, I can't give you zinc and C. I can only sell you C. And I'm like, it's over the counter. So he points at my order. And he says, I can only give you C. I can't sell you zinc also. So he's like, are you getting me? So he was telling me what zinc does is zinc goes into your cells and fights, whatever's making you sick. But he said the reason why you need C and D, because C and D open up the cell so zinc can go in. He was saying that he couldn't do it because he's a pharmacist. He couldn't tell me, he couldn't sell it to me. Because now, everything's on record or whatever. He was like, it's all being documented. I was like, yo, so he's like, go out right now, find a spot and go buy zinc. So the whole family, I put the whole family on it, bro. I bought 4 bottles of zinc, 4 C, 4 D. I said, everybody getting treatments every day. Yeah. You know what I mean? But since it's all natural, it's like, yo, this is what we're going to do. But a lot of people not like, he told me, he was like, yo, the reason why they want her to stay home is because they don't want the numbers to inflate, certain numbers. He said, so they tell you stay home, don't, because now if you go get tested, they have to document another person. He goes, if something happens in your house, they don't have to document it. I'm like, word? He was like, yeah, man. He kept telling me, she have heart or lung problems? I was like, no. He goes, okay, remember, it's a cold. That's all it is a cold. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, no, keep that in your mind, bro. It's a cold. He goes, the sad thing is people who have complications, it becomes more.
Yep.
You know, he goes, it's the worst cold you ever had. But he goes, when you have complications, and I was like, it's fucked up, man. But he was like, I know, just, and yo, he was handing out alcohol. Like he's outside, like, excuse me, you good? Yeah, here's a bottle of alcohol, like a spray. Here's a spray for alcohol. People are like, why are you giving him out? He goes, please, I'm not asking for money, just take it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It altered a lot of shit, man. Altered a lot of shit for a lot of people, man.
We're gonna get through it though, man. We're gonna get through this bullshit.
100%, 100%, and be stronger, man. Wise. I just hope. I hope things get back to normal, but I hope things don't get back to normal. You see what I'm saying? I hope we grow from this.
I hope we still try to stay, you know, keep our earth healthy and shit, man. Hopefully.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So my brother, yeah, we've been on here for an hour 40, man. Love this. Ever since we did this, I was trying to do it everybody for 60 minutes, but it always goes over. And that's a testament to the people, you know, to everybody who we're talking with. And it's a beautiful thing, man. And I want to say thank you to you and your wife. Thank you guys, first of all, for all your energy and everything that you do that's positive, man. And thank you for coming on here and spreading that amazing energy, brother.
Bro, thank you for reaching out to me, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we get the photo booth to Wildwood this August, man.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because when I showed my wife, I was like, yo, just doing it again August 8th. And she's like, we there. She's like, yeah, we just got yeah.
You know what's dope about it? So they offered us damn near double the space as it usually is. So we're gonna keep the same amount of tables. We're not gonna sell no more tables, and then we're just everything's just gonna be super spread out.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Everybody's safe at the same time, and everybody's still gonna have a great time.
Yes, sir.
So when you got the flyers up, make sure you send them my way, man, so I can matter of fact, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna hit you in a few about some things for that'll definitely you guys can benefit from as far as all your promo materials.
All right, bet. Hit me up, bro.
I got you on some. So with that being said, my brother, I'm gonna end this by saying, and for all of those reasons and all of those jewels, that's why you fit into the DeeLorri lifestyle. Appreciate you, James.
Yes, sir.
You have a great evening. All right, brother.
All right, bro.
Great time to stutter. End video right there.